Alright, here we go. Anyway, this is going to be about analytics, okay? We'll try to do a quick run through. Okay, what you do is you click on your name in the upper right. Okay, this is if you're trying to grow as a fish channel. You want to know what's going on. Go to YouTube Studio Beta. And I kind of like this now. I kind of like the other view, but this gives you a lot more stuff. So the first thing we want to cover is analytics, man. Alright, let's click on analytics. I'll try to explain all this as I go. Now, in the upper right corner up here, you see last 28 days, okay? Now, I typically watch it every 28 to 90 days to kind of get a feel what's going on. Okay, there's watch time right here. Now you're going to see it's minus 24%, but it's averaging it over 28 days. There's a reason why. You see a huge spike right here, okay? On that day alone, 17 hours and 35 minutes were watched. I don't know if it means that day. That's when that video was released, okay? So if you take that into consideration, where, a lot of times my average watch time's 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, a day. Sometimes lower, 2 hours, 4 hours, whatever. The thing is, it's going to bring down your overall average. Okay, the 28 days, you're going to see the top videos that were watched in 28 days. Apparently, my parasites in the aquarium don't miss. 2.4K, so that's 2,400 minutes. Does Prime get rid of nitrites expose coming? That was really controversial. If any of y'all watched, some other videos, 1,000 minutes. Live unboxing of food, 675 minutes. Now, see, that's kind of weird because 675 minutes, when I'm showing 17 hours of watch time on the day the video was released, again, I don't really know how this works, but it's more of a tool, and we'll kind of get back to this here in a second. This is my latest activity, how many people's watched in 48 hours, what times, 2 people, 4 people, 8, 7, 6, whatever. Top videos in the last 48 hours of what they watched. Well, again, parasites in aquarium line up. Okay? So that's been an ongoing thing. People love that. And that is a good goal. And what we're learning here, people, is what to double down on. If that was so popular then, why can I not do a part 2 of that and continue it? Although, I will admit, that video took me days, and slideshows and everything else, and took a lot of work. I don't know how much I could add to it. That's going to be part of the problem. But anyway, thank you from letter, different tanks, same water. Different tanks, same water. That is an older video, in Java Moss, which discusses, why is pH different a little bit in this tank and this different in that tank and nitrites and nitrates and the whole nine yards. So this is a good thing. Now keep in mind, I'm only looking at the last 28 days. Now if I go to, I don't know, last 90 days, this will completely change. You still see a spike here, from my big video, but there's some other spikes. Around January 7th, I'd have to go back and look and see what that video was that they watched 12 hours of. And around the 3rd, or December 7th, 12 hours worth. Maybe there was no correlation at all. Maybe a lot of people just watched a bunch of channels on that day. I don't know. But again, my top videos kind of remain the same. Kind of. Does Prime Red Nitrite, parasites in the aquarium, different tanks, same water. Brine shrimp hatchery, fish, fish form rants, blah blah blah, which is not going to correspond necessarily to the last 48. So, again, these things are things I need to kind of double down on. But let's be honest again. I've already hit Prime twice in 2 different videos. How in the world can I hit it a 3rd time? Probably can't. Okay? That's probably unrealistic. Why do it other than just trying to get views, and that's not about me. Parasites I can hit again. I don't know how. I could do a much better video of it, maybe a live video of them in your aquarium, but the problem is I don't have parasites in my aquariums anymore. I did at some point. And then I would have to find live video of that type of stuff. Show it in live, and then I have to make sure that I have free reign to use that. Blah blah blah. Different tanks, same water, Java moths. I could revisit that again. But I mean, the brine shrimp hatchery, how can I revisit that again? I've already done at least 1 or 2 videos on that. So that's the problem with a lot of our niche type stuff. Let me go back to 28 days. Is when you've hit a subject a couple times, you know, I can only cover how to cure dropsy so many ways that anybody that can research my channel can find the 3 or 4 videos covering dropsy. I don't know if I have that many or not. But anyway, that's kind of the problem with what we do. We tend to repeat ourselves, and in a niche like this, it's hard to repeat yourself on a lot of different things. But tropical fish disease and cures, I fully expect that video in probably the next 3 to 4 months to really launch and get better, get a lot more views as people see it. So anyway, let's go to views. Not much different than minutes watched. Again, I had a high rate here on that day for whatever reason. There was 247 views. I know a lot of you like, man, I would love to have that many. And yeah, I typically don't. I mean, 147, 70s is typically my day, okay, as far as views. It was a little 62, but maybe it stopped reporting on Tuesday. I don't know. So anyway, let's go to reach viewers. This is the one that is really interesting to me, okay? Impressions. What are impressions, you're asking? Well, we're going to tell you real quick. It's how many times your video thumbnails were shown to viewers, okay? That means on YouTube, not on external sites or apps. So what does that mean, video thumbnails? Well, y'all know what the video thumbnails are. Real quick, just do this. Here's your video thumbnails. It could be right there, Jadron Aquatics, you know. Not a huge fan of Joey, King of DIY, but these are thumbnails, okay? Alright, so we'll get off of there. But anyway, 26,600 people have seen my thumbnails in the last 28 days. What is the click-through rate? 5.1%. Not that great, right? But, you know, look at that. That means 7% of the people on Sunday, February 3rd, 2019, saw my thumbnails and clicked on them. Now, could they be repeat viewers? Perhaps, blah, blah, blah. Look at that, 8.4%. Man, I'll take 6% of 26K any day for somebody clicking on me. Remember, that was my big day. Okay? And let's look a little bit here. Impressions. From YouTube recommending your content. See, you start getting views a little bit, then YouTube starts recommending you and putting you in spots. Okay, so 11%, not bad. Views from impressions, 1,400 people saw them, I guess. Watch time. This is the big thing. 4,400 minutes. I don't have my calculator handy. I don't know how many minutes that really is. You know, that could be what, 10 hours. I don't know, whatever it is. But traffic sources. 48% of mine is YouTube searches, okay? 48%. The rest looks external. 32% came from Facebook. Well, how is that possible, Scott? Well, I'll tell you what. Here's how it's possible. I post on Fancytailaquatics, my own channel. I post on what is it? 3 or 4, 5 different channels. Other YouTube channels that allow me to post and put my videos there. Well, that means 32% of my traffic is not necessarily, it's not coming from a YouTube search. Okay. Now, these could be people that are not subbed to me or whatever. They just happen to see a video that they like and click on it. Google search. Well, I don't know how that works. I mean, I don't know if they're searching Fancytailaquatics per se as far as parasites in aquariums. Maybe that's what they're searching. There's where your 28% comes from, I assume. I don't know what this is. Google Samsung Internet for Android, Facebook Messenger, 0.3%. I don't know. Maybe somebody texted me out of the blue, but they would have had to known about me, and I mentioned something, or maybe posted a video and said, "Hey, here's the answer to your question. Click on the link." I don't know. Look at my YouTube traffic search. And again, if everybody starts using these searches and all this information, it's not going to help me. It's not going to help you. We're just going to cloud everything. But apparently, I use a lot of keywords, obviously. Java Moss, Brown Shrimp Hatchery Dish, Seachem Prime. These are meta tags that I use in all my or some of my videos. They're all completely random, and when they search that, somehow YouTube drove them into a video. Okay, now this stuff, traffic source suggested videos. Hundreds of worms in my aquarium, detritus worms, 14.7. That's not my video. Okay, how to get rid of worms, in my fish aquarium. That's not my video. What's happening is some of these are what people searched in the last 28 days. I really doubt somebody typed in hundreds of worms in my aquarium, detritus worms. But apparently that drove traffic to me. And I'm not going to do see more and all that. So, this gives me a good idea that 48% of all of my audience is coming from YouTube searches, which means they're not paying attention elsewhere. But where I need to pay attention to is right there. Facebook, 32%. Okay? This is why you got to network people. This is why you got to get on forums. And again, a lot of forums won't allow you to advertise. You have to either be thrifty about it or blah, blah, blah. Or do like I did, create 2 or 3 of your own separate channels to where you control it and you can put in whatever ads you want. Apparently Twitter was not a big deal on here. Apparently. Oh, look at that. There's some better. Facebook, 124 views. Average view duration 2 minutes 31 seconds. Average percentage views 24. See, I'm trying to get to the 50%. Apparently use Samsung Internet for Android lovers. 7 views, but hell, at least you watch 40% of the videos. So we can kind of continue and go on. I don't want to continue this. Alright, so anyway, you got a basic idea. Again, I'm down percentages on views because, once again, of this thing. Okay? Not helping. Unique viewers, that's kind of neat. Unique viewers. There are people that have watched my content within a certain rate, but they don't subscribe to me. Look at that. That's not bad. I seem to have almost as much, or I have more unique viewers checking me out that aren't subscribed, that just randomly watch a channel. I mean, y'all done that stuff, channel searching, haven't you? You type in, I don't know, one thing you're on a video about Ron White, the comedian, and next thing you know, you're seeing a video for, I don't know, freaking Def Leppard, and the next thing you know, you're seeing a video for Bob Ross and painting happy trees. You know what I'm saying? you kind of binge one night, and somehow one video takes you from another, takes you from another. That's what I believe a lot of these are. All right, interest viewers. Um, Again, these are kind of same thing we've been in. They're just kind of, but Louis' playlist right here. This is what I need to concentrate on. My mini-series short aquarium videos. Apparently, people that do go through my playlist and watch food and feeding, shipping, disease and aquarium issues. You know why they like the mini-series short aquarium videos, and I haven't done them in a while? Because they're typically 1 to 2 minutes long. That doesn't take a lot of your time, and maybe they get interested and watch 5 or 6 videos in a row. Okay? Got to keep it in mind. Now, if I go to the last 90 days, let's see if anything changes. Yeah, there you go. See, it changes now. Now, disease and aquarium issues over the last 90 days on that playlist is 52%, shipping 43. The mini drops down to 3%. So apparently, people have shorter attention spans in the last 30 days than they did in the last 90. So again, it's all in how you filtered. I can go lifetime and all that stuff, but you've got to pay attention to stuff. What is working? And another thing I've quit kind of doing is I've quit doing in-screen element types. I need to do it, but overall, look at that. You know, in the last 28 days, let's just do lifetime. And I'm telling you, in-screen doesn't really do a whole lot. I guess it does over time. Let's find out. Yeah, look at here. Okay, top videos by in-screen. Only 19 people, 17 people there, 7, 4, and 3. And again, less than, you know, look at that. No one ever hits the subscribe button for in-screen, okay? Or a most recent upload, or new, or a video, 1 to 2%. Well, why not put it in there, Scott? This is lifetime, dude. Okay? Less than 30 or 40 views have come. But again, let's not make it a habit not to put in screens on your videos. Okay? Alright. Click on average viewer again. We're going to expect spikes here and there. Wow. That must have been a down day there. Tuesday. My average view was 1 minute 49 seconds, okay? And even at the top, it was only 5 minutes, okay? So I'm not going to drag this out much longer. Again, this gives you all the stuff you need to do. Build an audience. All right. Looky here. This is one of the biggest things I have learned. Right there. Watch time from subscribers. 76.2% of the people that have not subscribed to me watch my videos. That means more people watch my videos than subbed. And here was the biggest thing I want to try to get to everybody to round it all out. Subs do not equal subscribers. Okay? My biggest, one of the things I can point out here, if any of y'all stuck with me this long, we're about done anyway, is just because you sub to me, you probably sub into 25 or maybe more other YouTubers, fish tubers. Man, how many of y'all have the time in a day to sit there and go back and forth and watch each and every one? Yeah, you can put them on a playlist like I do sometimes. But honestly, I don't have time for Susan's Aquatics. If I missed her live chat the other night, which I did, and I will go back and watch most of it, but I can't watch her live for an hour, D live for an hour, Liz live for an hour. I can probably spend time and catch up with, a couple other people, with their 10, 20-minute videos here and there. And trust me, was it Bob Kaler and so many others. And a lot of the newer YouTubers that don't have a lot of time. In other words, I spend more time on some of the channels that might only have 50 viewers, and they have 4 new videos this week, but each one averages 2 minutes. You know, I'm going to be more apt to spend 8 minutes, catching up on those videos than I certainly am on an aquarium co-op video that's, you know, 30 minutes long when I'm trying to deal with the YouTubers. But right here is proof in time that most of your viewers are not going to come from people subscribed to you. And then the other fact is most people that do subscribe to you will never watch your videos anyway. Or they'll watch one here, one there. Okay? So the whole goal is there's a niche that we all do. Maybe somebody's into Oscars. You are more of a niche than me. Because I'm into guppies, maybe live bears, and maybe I do a lot of classes, on this and that. So, let's kind of go from there. Now, a lot of this stuff, look at this. Top countries. United States, 62%, 8% from Kingdom, or 0.8, and Canada, 0. That's complete bull. So I know that Dee has watched me. She's from Canada. I'm sure a few others. I think a few people from United Kingdom. So we can't hold all these there. Oh my God. Really? Only 100% males have watched my channel? You've got to be kidding me. Only 100% from 45 to 54 years old have watched my channel? You've got to be kidding me. So I'm not going to hold this to a complete standard. But anyway, these are just rough guidelines, okay? How accurate they are, I don't know. But it gives you an idea what to do, what to double down on, and everything else. All right, people. I'm getting out of here. I've taken up a lot of time, 21 minutes. Got to go. Hope you learned something and hope it helps you. Loving each and every one of you. Have a great, blessed day. Later. Googly, Miggly.